to school on Friday, the 9th of September 2022. I had to go to a year 10 form class today for some. It's like, so I mentioned yesterday about how I was picked as a mentor for this form class. So the teacher is the media teacher, but he's not in today. So a substitute took over, and she couldn't get access to Sims, so she just wrote down the names of everyone that's present and got us to deliver it. That was it. So I mean, we wouldn't do that if the media teacher was in. So what do we do when he is in? What is our function? I mean, the only thing I think of is that, they're just gonna show us off as the ideal students when I am not the ideal student. I am the antithesis of rebellion within school. And they know that, but they still want to make an example out of me. I just want to make it clear that in year 8, they asked this year 14 who got my bus to, like, I don't even remember what they said, but they said to me that this person is she's supposed to be my idol, a person I look up to. I saw her, the last time I saw her was September 2017, where she pulled up to the bus stop in front of all the kids drunk. So that's great. The school wants me to become an algae. Thank you. Anyway. Really the only good thing about today was the fact that LI and the teacher for that just says, do what you want, but pull up some UCAS work so it looks like you're actually doing something. So me and a student were talking about, like, he was trying to set me up with the girls, and I was saying, he kept on trying to set me up with year 12s, which is weird. Anyway. In English, everyone noticed that I'm not the same person I was last year. Despite the fact that I told them that I'm different now, and they just didn't believe me, I guess. Well, why are you so angry? Because I'm fighting the despair war. There's literally nothing to be happy about. No media. But he did upload work, and I was like, you need to listen to Work From Home by Fifth Harmony. A terrible song. And write 4 paragraphs on it. I'm not doing that. I wrote, like, the start of each paragraph, because the start of each paragraph is the same as, like, a method that the teacher taught me in year 11. And a couple other things that I was able to write without actually looking at the video, because I'm not gonna look at it in form class. I'll look at it sometime at home. So instead I tried that essay from yesterday, and because of all this, the teacher was very close to breaking rule 0. Anyway, I'm my first mentoring session of this year, and it didn't go good. It went terribly. So I was going to talk to her about the events of last year, me slapping Jack, all the whiplashes, the racism, and the hay fever, me being fired, and me struggling to get the ferry booked. I don't think I ever talked about this in a video, but tried booking the Fury months ago. It was like, here's all the things that you need. With clear photos. Like, you would need to be blind to not know that this is everything that is required. And I was like, you didn't give us a photo of your driver's license or your provisional license, whatever. Yeah, it's right there. I'll send it again. You didn't send us a photo of your licenses over and over again. There was something else from today. I'm just trying to remember what it is. This isn't what I was thinking of, but at lunch, I was waiting to go into the bathroom because it was a queue. The guy that was, a teacher was doing it today for today. I said, can you go in and check him if he was in there? And then there was 3 people. 2 of them immediately left. The other one went to wash his hands, then left. So I said, it's just me and I. Other people went in. I did what I needed to do, left. And a bunch of people just went in. Decided I would play. He said, you just can't all go in at once. So I went in. I can't remember how many people there was. I said, and I left. I was like, that's not the worst. I've seen people handle it worse. I didn't want to get involved because I thought you would have shouted at me for getting involved because it's not my turn for toilet duty. I will have you know, whoever the hell you are, that I got praise from the impossible to please principal for getting year 8s to leave by literally telling them to fuck off. There was something else from today. I'm trying to remember it. I remember now. I didn't actually finish the thing about mentoring. So, we have talked to her about everything from last year. But she made it all about UCAS. So, she did most of the work. And I did the rest. And I sent it to her, didn't get a response. But then, on top of that, everyone kept coming in. And was just talking to her. And one person was last year's form teacher, and she, the mentor asked what jobs I could do, and she said, you're good at debating, please don't say a politician, I have morals, I'm not a pedophile. It's like, yeah, I agree with you on those statements. Journalist, once again, I have morals. Okay, fair enough. You do media and moving image and English. You could be, please don't say an actor. Well, I wasn't going to say an actor. Please don't say director. I wasn't going to say director. And I forget. Oh, you can be a writer. I don't have any creative energy. And I didn't say this to her, but when it comes to writing, the only things that I would really write is faithful adaptations of things that I like. Say the new Last of Us show sucks, and it was a very unfaithful adaptation because I know there is some stuff that they've added to it. If you're actually going to see Ellie's parents in it, which I don't like because I feel it. She kind of had a mysterious aura to her in the first game, and getting to know her parents is getting rid of that. Anyway, point is, there's nothing for me out of the subjects that I do. But at the end of the day, instead of whoever it normally is, the mentor, took us to the bus because there's always a teacher that takes us to the bus. And she got a look at how full it was. So she cannot deny anymore that the bus is full because she's seen it with her own eyes. Anyway, Fahrenheit 451, 1966. Universally positive ratings based on the book by Ray Bradbury. It's good, it's based, but it was hard to get access to. And it was confusing a bit. She's doing Heaven by Emily Sandé because nothing is sacred. Heaven is a great song. The album, just every song on that album is great. Anyway, there's a heavenly feel to the song. It's called Heaven for a reason, for Christ's sakes. There's a diversity of age, ethnicity, and gender. Wow, there's 2 women, 2 men. One of the men is black, the other one is white. I don't know about one of the women, and I don't know what race Emily Sandé is, because I loved that album that Heaven comes on, but I don't really know much about Emily herself. Just point is, point is, shut up. I mean, we probably have to do this with the Work at Home music video. Because the question is, how did this music video create meaning? The meaning is that, as far as I know, it's quite a sexual music video, and I'm like, you have to write basically that it's sexist, but I mean, they chose to do it because they're all sluts. She's holding a script in her hands. Britain/London is not diverse. London is not diverse at all. It is 100% black. I am not kidding whatsoever. I'm just slightly exaggerating. It's heavenly. Distressed, dirty, and unkept setting creates realistic style representation of British urban life. Or it could just be like that Lily Allen song, where the whole point of it is that London is a crap place to live. Oh, so you're actually admitting that it reflects the title? Well, I mean, because it reflects the title and therefore the theme of the song, we shouldn't be writing about it because it's obvious. Oh, they have crosses in it because it's a song about heaven. Like, imagine being a person marking the essays and exams and all. It's like, okay, we get it. It's whatever. There's no narrative to this music video. I was about to pause it and say, yeah, none of them really do. And then before I got the chance to pause it, she said, but she's quite common. And then she's going to say that this always happens, but no, she said, well, it's more common for these music videos to have symbolic imagery. It isn't symbolic. All these bloody music video directors just slap together whatever they think of, and it wins all the bloody awards. And black people are represented in the media. Hi. I mean, go on to the TV, flick through like the TV guide, and then see how long it takes you to find something that's being played that has no black people in it. Like if I go on, I don't know what's playing on BBC, but say CBS Justice, they've got NCIS, a couple of black people on that. Alibi, they got Death in Paradise, that's like a 99% black cast. They play Hudson and Rex and Alibi. There's a black man in that. If I look around me, any black man, taking off because I've got a lot of posters in here. Oh, yep. There's I forget the girl because I don't watch The Walking Dead, and no one from Black Panther was really memorable. But the head of the guard in Black Panther. I think Don Cheadle's here. Yeah, there's Don Cheadle. Zoe Saldana as well. Although she plays Gamora, so count that if you want. Chadwick Boseman. Lafita Wright. I think that might be all the black people in my room. Yep. Yeah. How many black people are in your room? Point is, black people are not underrepresented in the media. Right? Really, the way that you're best off explaining Emily Sandé's music is, think Florence and the Machine, but a bit more pop in it. Unfinished Sympathy by Massive Attack, because once again, nothing is sacred. I've never heard this song before, but Massive Attack did Teardrop and what's the other song? Paradise Circus, I think. Which are both really great songs, fantastic songs. I mean, even Teardrop was kind of like an anti-abortion song. Oops. But anyway, so it's music video for this song takes place in like ghetto. You have a kid holding a gun. It's like, this is gun culture in America. Shut up. The outfit that this woman is wearing is serious. Whatever that means. I mean, the opposite of serious is funny. Like, she's not wearing a clown suit. Yeah, it's serious. Like, what are you talking about? This music video is diverse. No, it's not. Most of the people in this music video are black. Diversity does not mean lack of white people. Diversity means everyone is being represented. I'm tired of people saying that whatever is diverse when really it isn't. What they mean is there's no white people, and I mean that the called Squid Game diverse. It's not 99% of the cast are Asian. In fact, actually, oh no, there was that American guy, so I was about to say 100% of the cast are Asian, but because that American guy, it's like 99%. All 456 players, or however many there is, all of them are Asian. All people that, like the guards and all, are all Asian. The only white person there is that American guy I was talking about earlier. As far as I know, there's no black people. So Squid Game is not diverse because it's 99% Asian. Like, just because that disabled guy and the woman are going down the same, way of the footpath doesn't mean that the guy is following her. People in like biker gangs are represented as violent thugs. Well, maybe at the time this music video was released, but have you seen Sons of Anarchy? That show is all about family. I don't think the shallow focus in this video was intentional. I think just the camera equipment was crap. You could say this video was done in one take. It was done in one take. What do you mean that you could say that it was? It's not an opinion, it's a fact. This Twitter is 26 past 5 p.m. So abolish the monarchy is trending. Because it... Obviously people all know who the Queen is. But it just feels like people didn't really care about the Queen until now, after she's dead, which is... That has been status quo since... not Albert Einstein, since Stephen Hawking died. But also with the you know, people will be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry this person died." It's like, bitch, did you even know that this person existed before they died? But also at the same time, there are also people like, "Oh, this person was evil, guys. Don't remember her as a good person. She was a bad person." And I'm not going to comment on that. But as for abolishing the monarchy, well, the way I like, if we don't have a monarchy, then we'd have to have a president of Britain, and I'd prefer a president of Britain because we would actually get to elect that person instead of that person having to be born into the position or marry into the position. Come on, man, it's been over 2 years. Why are we still talking about George Floyd? Let's get 2 weeks off the more because the Queen died. When black folks got in it, when have black folks gotten a class more than anybody? Well, I mean, if you're living in Britain, you realize that you also get 2 weeks off. But, I mean, as this person rightly says, George Floyd had several funerals and memorial services held across 3 states and was buried in a golden casket after he was carried to the gravesite by a horse-drawn carriage. Yeah. Guessing this Piers Morgan. Why, what's he saying? Oh yeah, really is. This Queen, very best British values. You hate the country. Objectifying women and treating them as sex objects is the worst thing in the world. Except if you're paying some filthy, secretive giant corporation $10 a month to do it online. Then it's fine, apparently. Yeah, I hate it when feminists are all like, "Oh, stop objectifying women." Then they go and objectify themselves. Like, yeah, I do agree. Don't objectify. I wouldn't say stop objectifying people, but just don't do it. And the this point is, if you're going to say stop objectifying women, don't objectify yourself, and don't support sex workers either. We should not romanticize her error, writes Maya Jasanoff, a professor of history at Harvard, in a guest essay. The Queen helped obscure a bloody history of decolonization whose proportions and legacies have yet to be adequately acknowledged. Even as we mourn our national icon, they will rapaciously exploit her death and make you feel ashamed of your heritage. I don't and never will. Piss off. Condolences to those who knew the Queen. I cannot mourn the leader of a racist empire built on stolen lives, land, and wealth of colonized peoples. We are reminded of the urgency of treaty with First Nations, justice, and reparations for British colonies and becoming a republic. You're not getting any of my money. Your attitude appalls and disgusts me. When you immigrated to Australia, you took every advantage of this country. You took citizenship, bought multiple homes, and a job in Parliament. It's clear you're not happy, so pack your bags and piss off back to Pakistan. You didn't sign. I have no idea who you are, but what the hell are you doing signing your tweets? Journalists are tasked with putting legacies into full context, so it is entirely appropriate to examine the Queen and her role in the devastating impact of continued colonialism. Britain decolonized under her reign, and she wasn't making the policy decisions. What exactly is her role in continued colonialism here? visiting Scotland. BBC Radio 4 warned that the monarchy was at odds with diversity, and an example of white inherited privilege following the death of the Queen of England. Just 2 days after a mass shooting that was live streamed on Facebook, Memphis police are sounding the alarm over a video which shows 2 black suspects in a vehicle threatening to kill white people. And it's going to get no footage on mainstream media. Well, I've already read that site. Always weird how these anti-racists think there are no black British people. After the death of the Queen was announced, Joe Biden visited the British Embassy in Washington, D.C. to sign a condolence book. However, cameras captured him copying a message that had been pre-written on a cue card for him, presumably by his handlers. Like, I don't know what the hell Paul is doing, even knowing who the hell Keemstar is in general, but Sam Piker calls a man a bitch. I don't know why I said that so weird. A bitch. For mourning the death of the Queen Elizabeth II. These clips are unbelievable.
It's a big part of my life. Oh my God, he's crying! What?
Really?
Bitch! No, it's a big part of my life.
I wouldn't call anyone a bitch over it, but I mean, you didn't know the Queen. Why are you crying? Maybe I'm just young. Yeah, so Hassan said R.I.P. Bozo to the Queen. Hassan is the bitch. Alright guys, time to pack it up. Hassan laughing at the Queen's death, but still ain't said anything about Sam Hyde. Bozo behaviour, shaking my head. Yeah, he's like, haha, Queen's dead, but Sam Hyde wants to kill me. Sam Piker celebrates the Queen is dead. The same man who cried on stream when Sam Hyde jokingly said he was going to kill him. And it was clearly a joke because he was doing a bit considering he isn't Irish. Yet he said he was going to kill Hassan in an Irish accent, was using an Irish accent the entire time.
Oh my God! She did die! No, she didn't! The royal family's official
What the hell is going on today?
Twitter account said the Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and Queen concert will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow. Woo! Let's go! Get fucked, Queen!
Jesus
Pack watch!
Christ.
Woo!
What the
Smoking on the Queen pack. Here, have some.
La-di-da-di-da.
Have some.
I just have one question for Hassan. What is your problem with the Queen? And don't say anything about colonialism or anything like that. Because I'm willing to bet that as an American, you rarely fought about the Queen. Interesting how the new standard of banning people for expressing views deemed to be morally repugnant doesn't extend to multiple huge streamers with audiences in the millions repulsively celebrating the death of the Queen. Biden, the man who still claims he wants to heal the stark political divide in the US, labelled half the country an extreme violent threat on Thursday for the umpteenth time in the past fortnight. Lots of Africans cheering the demise of evil colonialism. Pick one, Africa. Your choice. New Rasmussen polls found that for the first time, a majority of voters want to see Joe Biden impeached. Perhaps the most startling aspect of the survey is that almost a third of Democrats either strongly or somewhat support the notion. Queen is dead. America. Oh, did somebody's ancestors not do very well at war? No angry RGs. You can't have your island back. Like we kicked you out of America. 87,000 IRS agents who have been authorized to use lethal force. This person is actually tweeting in a Jamaican accent. Dark you, whatever. It's a Christmas for us. You don't need to put the A there, man. Came very early this year. And a Wakanda forever to you too, my good man. But fireworks for more than half the planet you took over. The sun will never set once again. He was invited to like one barbecue. Calm down. Two won in conflicts. Argentina won against Britain. Same in World Cups. You Scots can't even be independent from the Saxons for more than 3 minutes. Keep on laughing. Your queen is dead. No amount of money will bring her back. The world is cheering and celebrating. You're all disgusting morons, and your tragedies bring the world together, as everyone can point and laugh at the pain of the asshole nobody likes. Falklands this, Falklands that. Maybe you should try fucking some bitches. I like that. This peasant looks like the Ghostbusters marshmallow guy in a wig. He actually does. The Falklands, Britain, Argentina. L plus ratio plus cringe French missiles plus no islands. I demand all of you apologise for not being British. Thank Britishers. We will rule once again. IRL UK in a few decades. I mean, it'll be a few years. Touché. Hot eternity for the Queen. Your name is literally heroin. Hail to the King, baby. I'm glad Mark watches The Evil Dead. I could call it Owen Jones. Actually, no, I am going to post this. The Daily Mail et al. Are now going to scour the timelines of everyone and anyone that can construe as left-wing for content they can outrage their readers. You're on the receiving end of this. You cannot imagine what will hit you. You will be crucified, you could lose your job, be plastered across the internet forever, and you could be subjected to very extreme threats of violence and death, and there are people in this country who may try and act on those. Don't make yourself Daily Mail fodder. You did the same thing to literally everyone you didn't like. Does Owen Jones even have an irony gland? Owen just described what we call Tuesday. This might even just be for being a bit sarcastic or flippant rather than something really OTT. It isn't worth it. First time? Please don't have copyright music. Christ. Why can't I go back over the top? "36th in line, give it up. 37th. 36th now. Football in UK postponed following that. Everything is cancelled. Not the time for a kickabout. Oh god, the SNP. Our thoughts and condolences are with the family of Her Majesty the Queen. No, it's not. The Queen has been a constant presence throughout many people's lives. The days and weeks to come, people of these islands and beyond will reflect on our life and impact our history. Give a statement while being very careful not to actually say anything nice. I'm impressed.